What does it take to bring about change? You, I, most of us out there will have very different answers to that question. But we, as a team of the RTH, the You Matter show, believe the beginning of change is marked with raising of a voice which is willing to fight it out for a cause, fight it out for an issue. And if you are that voice, if you have that fight in you, then we will respect your time. We will give you this platform, your platform, to be the catalyst of change you so desire. And the reason we can say that with so much gumption is today we find ourselves humbled yet empowered as we are flooded with letters detailing your crusades, letters detailing your want to see a different tomorrow. From all the letters, from all the mails, from all the calls that we've received from you, these 4 stories are this week's episode. In our first story, we take you to Mumbai to Professor Sandeep Desai. He's a man on a mission who every day begs for alms on a local trains. He begs so he can provide a better education for the underprivileged. In this episode, we'll be joined by social activist Nafisa Ali. With her, we will travel to Uttarakhand to Katpatia village, where there is no drinking water. We take you to Amritsar, where we are joined by Brij Bedi, a man who is trying to provide dignity to drug orphans of Punjab. From Pune, Mr. Parmar is channelizing his grief to bring about change. He lost his daughter to an accident on the roads of Pune. Today, he is trying to make them safe for others. Will a man who takes great pride in his education, takes great pride in his qualification, go around begging for alms on the streets? Well, one man does. Professor Sandeep Desai from Mumbai makes the round of local trains every day, desperately begging for alms. Why so? Because this man, this professor, wants to provide education for the underprivileged. Till now, he's opened 4 schools in Maharashtra and Rajasthan, but he plans to open 100. Today, we are proud to give this platform to Professor Sandeep Desai.
If you give food to a hungry man, you feed him for just a day. But if you teach him some skills, you feed him for a lifetime. I am Professor Sandeep Manohar Desai. I am a resident of Goregaon, Mumbai. I am the founder trustee of Shlok Missionaries Public Charitable Trust, which runs schools for underprivileged children in rural areas of Maharashtra and Rajasthan without charging any fees at all. We collect donations from the general commuters in the Mumbai's local trains. Thank you very much. आभारी आपके अनही कार्यरत के लिए आहे मनपूर्वक आभार धन्यवाद आपके बाबा आमटे सामाजिक सेवा पुरस्कार धन्यवाद आपके मनपूर्वक आभार विद्यादान श्रेष्ठ दान I am at Umarkhed, where we run the Purple Elephant Kindergarten without charging any fees to the children studying here. Umarkhed is in Yavatmal district of Vidarbha region, which is drought prone.
Baba, black sheep, have you any wool?
Yes sir, 3 bags full.
We require funds for running the schools, for paying salaries to teachers, to buy books, to buy uniforms, to buy shoes, socks, and many more things. We also need funds to build schools. More than all this, we require the government to support us, to recognize our schools. I'm on a mission to set up 100 schools before I leave this world. We've been successful in raising about 50 lakh rupees of funds, and starting 4 schools in Maharashtra and Rajasthan. 17th February 8th page. He begs to educate the poor. Sunday Times front page. Maharaja Sayajirao University, Baroda honored me with the Yugantar Puraskar on the 28th of January last year. Grateful to you. Vidyadan Shreshthadana. इसे कहते हैं औरों के लिए जीना. मनपूर्वक आभारी आपके. धन्यवाद विद्यादान के. I have a right to be heard, and therefore I make this appeal to the general masses and people and the common man, the government authorities, the education department, so that they join us in taking this cause of free and compulsory education further. Vidyadanam Shreshthadhanam.
Join Professor Desai, write to him, contribute to his cause. We cut across now to Uttarakhand, to village Katpatia, where villagers every day have to walk kilometers at end, all to access drinking water, a basic necessity. We travel with social activist Nafisa Ali to Katpatia village to gauge the situation and fight for these villagers to get access to drinking water.
पाँच पीढ़ी हो गए, पानी नहीं मिला।
हमारे गांव में पानी नहीं है, कटपटिया में पानी आना चाहिए।
Women, children walk all the way down, right down to get drinking water. And I asked them, I said, why is there no water? They said, we have never seen water in our lives.
मेरे को पानी चाहिए कटपटिया में जरूरी।
ये पानी की जरूरी व्यवस्था यहाँ होने चाहिए। मेरे को पानी चाहिए कटपटिया में। मुझे कटपटिया में पानी चाहिए।
Everybody deserves the right to drink water. I came to this region called Katpatia, which is Dotial, which is in the Nail district of Almora. It's an area which I call the forgotten land.
नीचे रहने वाला आप बुढ़े हैं तो पानी तो चाहिए पीने के लिए। कौन लाएगा जब कोई अपने पास नहीं है तो। बोलते तो हैं जैसे हमने प्रधान बनाया या कोई मुख्यमंत्री बनाया या कोई बीडीओ साहब, वो कहते हैं हाँ हो जाएगा, अब होगा या तब होगा, अगले साल होगा, अब अगले चुनाव में होगा, तब होगा। कोई नहीं लाता, ऐसा आदमी कोई नहीं मिला आज तक।
Wherever I go, sit and talk to the local population, and I was telling them that I want to work with them to ensure that they get electricity and water. And one of them turned around and said, हमारे परदादा से ही हम लोग कभी नहीं देखा है पानी, तो if you bring us water, you will be like a messiah. And it moved me to tears. Bore wells are a reality in village areas, but it's through hand pumps. So you pump and pump and pump, and it's tough. The bore wells dry up. So if a solar pump can be created over every bore well, then the government will ensure drinking water to every village. And women and children and families don't have to walk 2-3 kilometers down the hill to get water from the drinking water from a water source. My dream is through solar. When you switch on a solar pump, you need 1 minute to fill 3 buckets of water. And for me, that's really exciting. Instead of carrying a jerry can of water on your head for 2-3 kilometers on the roadside, you can have water for the people. And I'm working very hard to ensure that Uttarakhand sees this reality in a pilot project which I have spearheaded. I've met the Chief Minister, I've met the DM of Almora, I've met the MPs, I've met the MLAs, I've spoken to them, and I said that I know that paperwork takes really long in government, but if I create this pilot project for you, then it's very easy to replicate, because right to information and the right of the citizen and the local population is paramount to the state and to India, and that's what I'm planning to ensure.
You too can join Nafisa Ali's fight. Write to us, we will make your voice heard. Let's cut across now to Amritsar, to a locality in Amritsar called Makbulpura, often called the village of widows, the village of orphans, because 70% of men in this locality are addicted to drugs. Brij Bedi, a citizen from Amritsar, has now decided to give these children a sense of self-worth, a sense of dignity. He's opened up schools for them where he teaches them free of cost.
There's an area called Makbulpura. Makbulpura literally means a place of eminence. But it had become very notorious for its drug addicts. It has been losing men to drug abuse, leaving behind widows and orphans. There's lack of infrastructure. Their lack of jobs. When they don't get jobs, out of frustration, they get hooked to these drugs. My name is Brij Bedi. I am a social activist at Amritsar. I saw drug addicts. Some had no arms, some had no leg. And then I saw children crawling like ants in dingy rooms. There was one Master Ajit Singh who was a resident of this area. So he had started a Nasha Virodhi Society. I came here, met him, and then when I met him, he showed me the whole area. It was just pathetic. I just stood there and told Master Ji to gather about 25 kids of these drug addicts so that we could educate them. So they brought those kids to my factory, and then we started educating them right from his house. And today we have almost 600 students on our rolls. Some are in polytechnic, some are doing higher studies. And Mrs. Kiran Bedi, my wife, when she came here in 2003, and when she saw this effort, she said this has not been attempted anywhere in the world. And she started financing us. You will be surprised to know that the whole of Punjab, where it is said the 6th river is flowing of drug abuse, there is not a single residential de-addiction rehabilitation residential hospital. How strange. Where do these people go?
For everything, there is a department in the government. And this is the problem for which there is no department. It's nobody's fan.
People are really concerned. The government is also very much concerned, but nothing tangible is being done to remove this menace.
There are many of us out there who suffer at the hands of faulty administration. There are some of us out there whose losses have and will be irreparable. One of them is Mr. Parmar. Mr. Parmar lost his daughter to a tragic car crash on the Mumbai-Pune expressway at a curb, which was not supposed to be built in to the planned highway. Today, Mr. Parmar has formed a trust. He is fighting to save lives on this, the same expressway he lost his daughter on.
अब यहाँ पर अपन एक्सप्रेसवे पे खड़े हैं, जो एक्सप्रेसवे बम्बई पूना के बीच में 94 किलोमीटर का बांधा गया है। अभी ये रास्ता जो है एक्सप्रेसवे मृत्यु का ट्रैप बन चुका है। मैं चांदमल परमार, अध्यक्ष राजश्री परमार मेमोरियल फाउंडेशन पूना, जिसकी स्थापना मैंने मेरे बच्ची कुमारी राजश्री के मौत के बाद की थी। ये रास्ता 95 किलोमीटर के स्पीड से डिज़ाइन किया हुआ है और स्पीड लिमिट यहाँ पर 80 किलोमीटर की है, लेकिन कोई भी यहाँ 80 किलोमीटर से जाता नहीं है। यहाँ से 100 किलोमीटर से 125 किलोमीटर तक और 150 किलोमीटर तक ये रोड वाहनें जाती है। इस महीने में यहाँ पर रोड डिवाइडर तोड़ते 30 एक्सीडेंट हुए हैं और उसमें 16 आदमी मर चुके हैं और 64 आदमी जख्मी हुए हैं। सॉल्यूशन यहाँ पर है कि रोड सेफ्टी ऑडिट होना चाहिए, क्रैश बैरियर लगने चाहिए, रोड फर्नीचर लगने चाहिए और जो एक्सीडेंट स्पॉट है वहाँ पर डेंजर जोन, हाई स्ट्रिप्स, वाइट और येलो कलर की स्ट्रिप्स बनाते, उनको डेंजर जोन के हिसाब से डिक्लेयर करना चाहिए। मेरी विनती है, रिक्वेस्ट है गवर्नमेंट से, MSRD से, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया से, MORTS से और IRB से, तो इसमें ध्यान दो और इसके लिए मैं बोलता रहूँगा। जब तक सुना नहीं जाएगा तब तक मैं बोलता रहूँगा। आई हैव ए राइट टू बी हर्ड।
Well, as we end this edition of the You Matter, the Right to be Heard show, I'd like to take this opportunity to read out some of your responses, your feedback that you have been sending us. Bharat Bhushan has written to us from Jaipur in Rajasthan. He's talked about water bodies being polluted by certain industries which have been built around a certain village in Rajasthan near Jaipur. Mr. Bhushan, the RTH team is going to call you very soon and hopefully we'll see you next week on this show because you matter. We also have a letter from Rajesh Bhatia from Gurgaon. He's a senior executive in a multinational company. He writes to us as how people with prosthetics have difficulty when they travel abroad, when they travel through air across the country and are treated rather badly when it comes to security at our various airports. Mr. Bhatia trusts the RTH team. He'd be getting in touch with you and hopefully you'd be part of this show on the You Matter show. On that note, we've reached the end of this edition of the Right to be Heard, the You Matter show. Till now, all of you out there have had the right to freedom of speech. Today, you have the right to be heard. You have your show. You have the You Matter show. Keep writing because you make this show.